Good morning. It is 6:15 a.m. on Wednesday, August 17th, 2016. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. This is a little earlier than usual because out of nowhere Luna woke me up and insisted on going out something like 20 minutes before the alarm, which I mean, in the big picture, the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. But boy, I tell you, when you're laying there not wanting to get up, it's not my most favoriteest thing. Because it's just that feeling of being cheated, right? It would be a little bit like if, hmm, like if you're used to getting a certain size of soda at the movie theater, and you always get that kind, and then one day you buy one and it's the same price in the same cup, but they only fill it two-thirds full. That's a terrible analogy, but oh well. So yesterday evening I spent some time researching how to build a character for an RPG that I'm going to play. Tabletop pen and paper style, although I'm not sure how much actual paper is going to be involved in our game because it'll be played online. But it's an interesting process to go through. I mean, obviously, I've made characters um, for video games before, and I've also played a couple of really quick. Luna, come. What are you barking at? It's hard to aim that behind me and move in the right place. And I've played little quick, like one-time sessions where there was either pre-rolled characters that I would choose from or something like that. Oh my God, Linda, you're just making all kinds of noises this morning. Not to mention having woken me up early. I think she's is disrupted by. Yeah, sorry, moving away from the microphone. Whatever it is that sort of started her on this alternate morning routine path has got her all out of sorts. Um, she's fine. Anyway, God, I can't concentrate. Oh, it's an interesting process to go through because there's so many different elements to consider. I want to pick a character that's going to have some rich backstory, but also who's going to be fun to play as and be able to do things that'll be fun. And so you also, when you start thinking about chemistry with the rest of the party, you ask yourself, it's like, well, do you want to make a character that would get along with the other party members or that wouldn't? Do you want a character whose personality is going to create conflict or not? I mean, my default as a storyteller tends to be I want to produce opportunities for conflict and of course conflict resolution. And now Luna's chewing on a noisy bone thing right under the desk. She's just a little dog. Alright, well. What you doing down there, Luna? You being a good girl? She wants my attention, I guess. Oh boy. So, but yeah, that's it. So I'm asking myself all these questions, but it's also kind of fun. It's a fun balance between when I'm writing a story and I'm creating the character kind of like everything about them from whole cloth, versus the idea of saying, well, here's this established story universe that was created by someone else, and you should make a character that will fit in that. And here are the rules that they can follow. Like, you can only make them so strong, you can only make them so fast, you can only make them so smart. You can balance those things. They're allowed to have this many inexpensive items, this many moderately expensive items. They can have this skill and this skill, but not that skill. It's an interesting experience. And of course, I'm sure there's lots of people who've done this lots of times and think I'm being, or maybe you're just laughing at my charming naivete for being new to the process. Maybe. And then, of course, it's possible that there's people watching this going, nerd! But my guess is there's not going to be that many of those, because anyone inclined to feel that way, probably not a regular watcher of my videos. Just a thought there. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.